Hello guys, welcome back to Janis family channel. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you about this scratch game I made called Cheese Chase, and I'm going to be telling you the instructions and the codes I used for the game. So let's begin. So let's start with this first block background. This this sprite only has two codes, which are when clicked and then hide. So when I start the game, it's going to show first. I'm going to tap here so it will show, and then it's going to hide. So as I see, when I tap here, it's hid. And in case you're wondering how I made the background, you just need to go here and bring out this cats flying cat flying sprite, and then bring this mouse and change the color to brown, then put different cheeses and type here cheese cheese. That's how I made it. So you can actually go to background and actually find it there. You have to make it by yourself. But in case you don't know how to make a background by yourself, you can just go down here and then scroll and check the background you want. So that's all for this sprite. Let's move to the next sprite. This next sprite here is um the mouse sprites, the mouse that's going to move. This is the sprite here for this or this sprite. So the first block here is this when clicked forever, if then key right arrow press, then move 10 steps and point in direction 90. So this is the code that makes it move right here. So you just have to bring out a when click button, then bring out a forever when click block, bring out a forever block, if then block, key right arrow press into this pattern here, then move 10 steps or 5 steps, any amount of steps you want it to move, and then point in direction 90. And then same thing you do for this other block here, but you have to change the arrows to maybe up arrow or W arrow, and then change the direction. This is how to know any direction you want to put it in. So if you want to put this in left now, you have to make sure it's facing left. So this is facing right, this is facing left. Let's put the regular code now, and then this other code. Let me move to the other codes that are similar to this one, which is key down arrow press and key up arrow press. As you can see, it's pointing down, and that's why it's 180, while this one is pointing left, that's why it's minus 90. And you can also move it 10 steps too, just like the other codes there. So this next one here is the code that makes it to show, like when the cat grabs it, it will show a game over sign, a game over um game over, does it show game over. So this switch costume to mouse jump too, it makes it like when the game starts, it's going to switch costume to its regular form. And then this game over here is actually in white, so let me change the color to red so you can see it. And see, now it's game over there. So when the cat touches the mouse, it's going to change it to game over. Yeah, that's the background. And so then when I start the game, it's going to switch to this costume here. This is mouse. So let me read up the codes for you. This is when clicks, switch costume to mouse jumps to forever, if touching cat, then point in direction 90, then switch costume to game over. Then you stop all. So you don't actually need this code here. It's pointing in direction 90. You can just remove it if you want. Let's move to the other codes here. Let's just bring the ones that I've done up so you don't mistake them. So this next code here is, as can see here, there's a hole here. So this is the code that allows it to enter inside the hole. So let me read it again. When flag clicks, which is this flag, forever, then if touching hole, then hide, then wait 2 seconds, show. So the mouse can only enter the hole for a maximum of 2 seconds before it will show back again. And while it's in the hole, it's actually in a tunnel, so the cat is actually going to be following the cat around the tunnel too. When it comes out, then it grabs it. So you have to be careful while you're in the tunnel. And then this next block here is this when clicked forever if touching ramp, which is this corresponding to mouse jump 2, which just means the mouse jump 2 makes it to go up. The mouse jump makes it go up. So let me show you the difference here. This is mouse jump 2, then this is mouse jump. As you can see, this one makes it move up, this one makes it, this one is just normal. So the next code here is this when clicked, then forever switch option to mouse jump 2, wait 0.5 seconds, switch option to mouse jump 3, wait 0.5 seconds, switch option to mouse jump 2. So let me explain the code for you. Actually, let me just show you for, I actually made the legs to be moving while the code is on. As you can see here, the legs are moving there. So that's the use of this code. So the first code here was this switch option to mouse jump 2, which is here. As you can see, the legs are in a different state now, while this one, it changes. So you have to just wait 0.5 seconds. I put it to 0.5 seconds for the legs to move. You can just change it to 1 second or any amount of second you want. So that's all for this mouse code here. Let's move to the cat code. This cat code here, let's start with this block here. This is when flag clicks forever, play sound meow 2 until done, wait 5 seconds, play sound meow 2 until done, wait 5 seconds, play sound meow 2 until done, as it follows there. So this code works like when I tap this button now, it's going to play sound meow 2 until it finishes. After 5 seconds, it will play sound meow 2 until it finishes. And the reason why it has this wait 5 second clock here, it means when this meow 2 has played, it will wait 5 seconds before it shifts to this one again. So let me give you an example. Then as you can see, then after 5 seconds it's going to go there. As you can see, after 5 seconds it changed. So let's move to the next block here, which is this is the code that makes it move. So it's going to point when the flag is clicked forever, it points towards mouse here. So when the flag is clicked, it's going to, like, if the mouse is, let me just show you a quick example. If the cat is here and then the mouse is here, so there's not going to be any condition whereby the cat is going to face upside down. So this one is going to point towards, it's going to point towards the mouse in any scenario. So then this block here is when flag clicked, glide 1 second to random position. Then after that, it's going to glide 1.5 seconds to mouse. You can actually change the time you want it to glide. But if you want it to be faster, you have to change it to like 1 or 0.5 seconds. If you want it to be slower, you change it by maybe 2, 2.5, 3.5, or any random number you want. So when the flag, like example, if this is almost there, when you click the flag, is going to move to any random position for it realizes there's a mouse there, then it starts chasing it. And so then this next block is this when flag clicked, switch costume forever, switch costume to cat flying A, wait 0.1 seconds, switch costume to cat flying A2. So you can change it to 0.5 here and also um 0.5 there, or you can just leave it as 1 second. So this is the costumes here. This one is, as you can see, there's tail movements here. So this one makes it move here, so then it's going to switch costume to this one that moves there every 1 second. So let me test it. As you can see, the tails are moving. So then this next block here is when flag clicks forever, if touching mouse, then switch costume to cat flying A3, which is this costume here. So it means when it touches the mouse, you're going to switch costume to um this bloody feature here. It means it's already eating the mouse. So this is blood from the mouse. And then this next one here is this when flag clicked forever block, if touching mouse, then play sound bite. So it's going to play a bite sound, and I got that sound from here. Just go here, like in our sound video. I taught you guys all about this sound feature here. So you just need to type a bite, then bite sound. So that's the sound going to play when it catches it. So let's move to the next block here, because these are all the codes for it, which is the cheese code. So in this code, it says when flag clicks, set score to 0. So it means, like, if touching mouse, then change score by 10, then go to random position. So if the mouse has touched the cheese, is if the mouse touch the cheese, it's going to change the score by 10. But like if you touch the cheese 10 times, which is going to be a maximum of 100 here, when you start it, it won't show that 10 times, just set it to 0 automatically. And this go to random position. So when you touch the cheese, when the mouse touches the cheese is going to move to a different place. Otherwise, the mouse any player can just come and then wait at the cheese. So it's going to reach like maybe 200 for the cat can come and try attempt to get it. So that's all for this code here. Let's move to this next code, which is the line code. So this game actually has levels. So after first, when you start the game, it's going to switch costume to easy. So then after 2 seconds, it's going to hide. So it means you have 2 seconds to read the instructions, the game mode, which is easy. Then after 1 minute, which is equivalent to 60 seconds, it's going to show again and switch costume to medium. After 2 seconds, it hides. Then after 1 minute again, it's going to show and switch costume to difficult. So that's actually all for this code. Let's move to the next code here, which is this hole. So it says when flag clicks forever, wait 20 seconds, then hide. And 20 seconds is the amount of time for the backdrop switches here. So we'll soon get there, so then you understand better. This next sprite here is this ramp. So when I click it, it's going to hide. Then after 20 seconds, it's going to show because it's in the next background that's this one shows, while this one's in the next background for when it hides. So then this next this not actually a sprite, is a backdrop here. Backdrop is usually called background in sprite. So when the flag is clicked, you're going to switch backdrop to backdrop 1. Then forever, we're going to wait 20 seconds, switch backdrop to castle 3. So this is backdrop 1 here, which is the backdrop are in already. Then this is castle 3. So after 20 seconds, going to switch the backdrop to castle 3. That's why all these other ones are timed 20 seconds. So this one leaves at 20 seconds, this one comes at 20 seconds. And this other code here is this is just a song for the game. So when flag clicked, then forever, then I got the song from here. Let me just show you. Then you need to go to loops here and see it. This is the song I used. And you can also select your own song if you don't like that song, like any other song there. So after it's going to play the song until it finishes. After 1 second, it keeps playing the song. So the song is going to keep repeating until you die. So let me show you the code here. As you can see here, when the cat touches it, all the sprites will stop. But it's here. Let me just fix this code back. Switch cursor to mouse jump 2. If then touching cat, switch cursor to game over, then stop all. So it's going to stop all the codes here because the cat already eating, so you lost. So let me play the game for you so you understand it and see everything I've been talking about. I'm just going to bring everything here. I'm going to put it here. Then bring it to it's showing different clones of this cat and mouse because I put them to show. But if I put them to hide like now, you see it's only one clone of each. While the cheese is regularly meant to be in clones because its name of it is cheese. So let me start there and let me play it for you. So I'm going to play it now. Let me play it. Then I can hide inside the hole. And then I'm in a tunnel. So I have to try and dodge it here. Then I can get the cheese. My points increase by 10. Then I enter the hole. Grab the cheese. So your goal here is just to dodge the sprites. Dodge the cat. Then the cat is in the mouse. This is why I didn't show that game over because it stopped already for the code already stopped for you could show it. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video for other games updates. Till then, peace.